Right, hello there. The reason why I'm going to do this video, right, mainly is just to review the album in its entirety. I've not heard it all the way through yet, right, but I've heard the 3 songs and one other song. And the reason why I'm doing this now is to show you my new hair. But anyway, I digress. I just wanted to mainly do this video for 2 reasons, and I need to show you, right, but if didn't mean it, or anyone didn't mean it, then look, the second side of the album where you put the in the middle, like the bit that sticks out, it's looking like his manhood is like family jewels. That's it. Because I was going to say something else there, but anyway. So look, I wonder if he had a hand in designing where that middle bit goes. Right, that's the main reason I wanted to do this video, and to say that technically, right, the cassette tape, CD, black vinyl record and picture disc album is a little tiny bit expensive, right? But it's because mainly cost of living and the fact that albums didn't sell anywhere near as much as they used to. But I like reading and like feeling the music in its like raw form, and it's like when you look at it, it's all about like the look, and reading about like where it was made, who made it, what year it was made, when it was recorded, how it was recorded, all the like information you didn't get if you download it or if you have it on Spotify, because you have to pay monthly subscription to Spotify. But anyway, I digress about that. I just wanted to compare it to that. But people do collect vinyl records but in small numbers and still have Spotify because they can have it on their phone when they're out a walk or a run or in the car. But I like, just because I like my favourite artist and I want to like contribute to their overall sales, that's it. But when I pause you and then show you what the other side. Right, I'll just say here and now, right, that I'm not really too Roy, as in Roy Keane, or Michael, as in Michael Keane, on. Well, he's a proper like lad's lad, Lewis Capaldi, and he's Scottish like me, but that's where it ends because I'm nowhere near as good as a singer or performer. But anyway. He just looks, well, and I didn't mean it to be nasty, right? But this is probably like why he's popular with everyone. But he just looks like if he was in like a bunch of people, you wouldn't recognise him because he's so like down to earth and always just says what he thinks before thinking and stuff like that. And I think in the last like 2 or 3 years, he's been growing his hair out more, and it doesn't look like he combs it, and he's put on a little bit of weight, but he doesn't care what he thinks, and that's a good thing. That's the best thing about him, that he doesn't care, because like say him compared to George Michael or wait, Prince or David Bowie. Like, he doesn't present himself like as a megastar. Like, he will sell millions of albums, but at the end of the day, he's just like a guy that you'd meet in the pub. Aye, so that's probably why people like him more mainly, and because his lyrics, but lyrics as I say. So that's why I think he's popular, mainly just because he's like the guy next door, and people can relate to that. But look at it! Look at it now! Right, if I remember correctly, right, this version that I've got was $29.99. The black vinyl record version, $24.99. The CD version, I think it was either $19.99 in HMV, and then maybe on his own website, the cassette tape was, I think, either $15 or $16.99. Very expensive overall for all those platforms. But as I said, because physical sales of music has declined, but still at a high than it was 20 years ago, then it just means that they have to put the prices up to make a wee bit more profit. But I can't help it, because at the end of the day, I think to myself, I only go down 3 times a year to visit my father. I hardly ever buy outlandish expensive clothing, because I like very cheap, everyday, simple clothing. I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, so I treat myself to a vinyl record here and there. So that overrides paying a little tiny bit extra. But every time I've ever got a new album, it's a tiny little bit more expensive than it should be. But then it's the day of release album, because I got that yesterday. And I do not mean the Beatles song Yesterday. But anyway, the other thing I was going to say is, that probably all my favourite records so far that I've had in my collection have been ones that I've paid less than a fiver for, and that I've got to charity shops, or out of an independent record store in Southport. Oh. So, Quicksilver Music in Southport, England, Lancashire. Oh. So that's a good place to go and get your records. Oh. And he also does new releases. Oh. Like for instance, he did Royal Blood's newest one on the day that came out, and Metallica's one. Oh, Metallica and Royal Blood. Oh. But anyway, to be serious though, Royal Blood's newest album, stunning. Because the lead singer, Queen of the Stone Age helped produce, well, maybe half it, because he didn't do all of it. But anyway, I like how that ties in, actually, because Dave Grohl helped make Queens of the Stone Age album, and then Josh Holmes, that's it, the lead singer of Queens of the Stone Age, helped produce part of the Royal Blood album, so the newest one. But look, I'll show you spinning around. I didn't mean the Kylie Minogue song. I kind of let you play it for legal reasons. Smart. Right, I'll turn it off and show you the other side spinning around. Right, this is the other side spinning around. But definitely though, if he's had a hand in that, then that just sums up his personality. Where the picture is and where that, bit that holds the record in goes, because that's where his family jewels is, or his manhood. So that just made me giggle with, well, not with pure utter unadulterated laughter, but my cousin and his girlfriend, who will not be named for legal reasons, but for instance we'll just call her Lawrence of Arabia and Maniac Pig. So, as I was saying, Forget Me, absolutely incredible when it gets to the chorus. Wish you the best, not too bad. And Pointless, oh my god, everything is pointless without you. For some reason, I heard that on the radio on the day that I was starting to help my Maniac Pig cousin and Lawrence of Arabia move into the new house together, and I heard it on the radio and I couldn't stop singing the chorus for some reason, or I had it in my head, and then as soon as I went over I had to put it on YouTube. But absolutely incredible. But as soon as I bought the album and I went into High Tea in Livingston Shopping Centre to sit down to waste time before my British Heart Foundation interview, I had to listen to Forget Me and pointless just to see if I did make the right decision to buy the album, and I definitely did, because God almighty, Forget Me and Pointless is probably the two best songs he's ever written. And slightly, when I really understand what this album's all about, it could be better than his previous album. But anyway, I'm knackered. It's after 20 past 10 on a Saturday night. So, wait, it's 22 minutes past 10 on Saturday the 20th of May 2023, the day after Lewis Capaldi, Scottish, I related to that guy, Mr. Capaldi, that was the Doctor Who, broken by desire to be heavenly sent. I really wish I knew what that meant. I'll let you ken in a previous, no, in the future video, because I'll do a proper introduction to the second album in its entirety. So thank you very much for watching, because it's nearly 11.5 minutes and I didn't normally do it for that long. But I just wanted to show you the second side of the album in my new hair. Stunning. I do like it better than black. But if it was me, I would have got purple. Not a pink, but I wasn't allowed. Because apparently, apparently. But tatty bye, and I'm going to watch Match of Today. Well, Match of the Day, but if you're watching this in Yorkshire, Match of Today, and I'm going up to bed for a tit sleep. So, tatty bye.